Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. Today's November 12th. I hope you guys are having a good day so far today. Right now the time for me is 9:39 a.m. So I am doing this video early in the morning for you guys. So let's jump in, let's get right started, okay? Like I said, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. It is Wednesday. We are, midway through the week already. So let's see what messages come out for today, okay? So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for November 12th, please? What messages do you have for the collective for November 12th? What do they need to know for November 12th, Spirit? What does the collective need to know for November 12th, please? So, first card is Seven of Cups, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to people, places, things, right? Illusions. Sacral chakra is what you feel, okay? Venus in Scorpio could be very significant in what you're attracting right now. So some of you guys, when it comes to endings, new beginnings, transformations, things like that matter. This is what you guys are attracting at this time. The number 7 talks about 7th house, okay, which is about close personal relationships, whether this is business, family, friends, etc. Okay, even when it comes to shadow self, this is what you guys could be either working on, okay, or dealing with at this moment. For some of you guys, the number 7 also talks about spirituality. This is talking about wisdom, introspection. For some of you guys are visionaries, okay? And there's something about an inner knowing, okay? Awakening your spiritual gifts could also be confirmation for some of you. So, Spirit, what other messages do you have at this time for the collective, please? Thank you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles wanted to show up. The number 1, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, root chakra, which is what you have. So there's something about a new opportunity, or there's something about your resources or stability where you guys could be gaining something new, okay? There is something, an advancement as well in your career that could also be significant as well, okay? But first, first house talks about self, independence, individuality, new beginnings, okay? For some of you guys, this could be like a leadership role that you guys are starting out, or even just being a self-starter as like an entrepreneur or somebody who's a pioneer who can start their own thing, okay? There's something about personal power and trailblazing energy that might resonate for the collective at this time, okay? The Hermit card also is very significant too when it comes to Virgo energy, right? Third eye energy is very significant. For some of you guys, when it comes to being in introspection, this is your energy at this moment, okay? The number 9 also represents, for some of you guys, when it comes to light work, okay, so some of you guys are light workers, old souls, healers. Even being a humanitarian is very significant. But there is something about completion when it comes to service and compassion. Even for some of you guys, when it comes to like a higher education, learning something new. This could be your wisdom, learning about different cultures, languages, diving more deeper into the who, what, when, where, when it comes to religion, philosophy, that kind of stuff, right? Even when it comes to law, there is something about lawyers that could be very significant. So some of you guys could work with a lawyer or work with the law, something to do with justice that could be very significant at this moment. Let's see what else shows up. But you guys are saving at this time, right? If you guys are budgeting, you guys are saving at this time. The Emperor, okay? 4th house, this is talking about roots, right? Family, women, okay? So even when it comes to mother energy, feminine energy is very significant, and also when it comes to your roots and what you inherit. So there's certain things that maybe you inherit from your mother's side, or from the feminine women in your family, or who you have around you, okay? Aries energy also talks about taking direction, being direct, okay? Leadership, CEO energy, basically. So some of you guys, the number 4 is very significant too when it comes to building stability, right? Saving and budgeting at this time, okay? There is something about your stability, having structure, what you're organizing and building at this time is being protected. Okay, so some of you guys, when it comes to reliability, your patience, and even when it comes to establishing roots, right, with inner strength, that is something that you guys are working on or working towards. Again, this is about your foundations, right? So, Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? Thank you. Yeah, so Four of Cups, okay, Moon and Cancer energy is what you could be dealing with right now. Sacral chakra, right? This is also what you feel. So again, in the beginning, it's what you feel, it's what you have. So you feel like you have choices, okay, when it comes to your dreams, right? And there is something about your creativity that's significant. So Venus is about, what you're attracting and the love that you're receiving, okay? This is going into root chakra energy is what you have, okay? What you see is what you have, okay? You see that when you go into solitude or, introspection, you see within yourself that you have authority, you have stability, okay? You have structure, and you also have certain key traits about yourself or skills when it comes to management or leadership, okay? So just like how somebody could be a manager at your workplace, just because they have the credentials to do the job, that doesn't mean that they have the empathy to continue the work, okay? It takes a strong manager or leader to realize that it is okay to allow other people to help you, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to that, that's what you guys could be dealing with, especially people who will have authority above you. There is something about you stepping away from people like this, okay? There's something about, again, like what you feel. So Four of Cups is, for some of you guys, when it comes to feeling disconnected, okay? There's something about feeling disconnected with certain people in your energy, okay? You could be the emperor, even though this is, feminine, masculine energy, it doesn't matter. But you could be somebody who people keep trying to give you their cup, right? And you don't want their cup because you're certain on what it is that you want and don't want in your energy at this time, right? So you guys are focused at this time. For some of you guys, when it comes to business, learning something new, okay? And there's this feeling, okay, that you guys are feeling at this time when it comes to your personal needs and wants. Your emotions are very significant. Angel number 444 is also significant too when it comes to this energy. So for some of you guys, when it comes to the home, nurturing the home, feminine energy, being able to be empathetic within self as well. Loyalty, your emotions. This is Cancer energy, right? This is what you guys are feeling in this moon cycle. Okay, so even when it comes to your ancestries, right? The home, like I said, healing is very significant at this time, right? So I'm gonna see if I can get one more card to clarify this message for you guys. So Spirit, what else does the collective need to know at this time, please? What else does the collective need to know at this time, please? Thank you. So, the devil energy is very significant. The number 15, okay? Root chakra energy, Capricorn energy. For some of you guys, when it comes to someone in your energy, this could be someone else in your energy as well. It doesn't have to be you. There is something about materialism and control, okay? You could be dealing with people, again, we don't like to talk about past energy because we're moving forward, right? But if we were to talk about this, right, there is something about your energy where you are content in what it is that you're doing at this moment. So if that means that you've stopped talking to certain people because it doesn't resonate with you anymore, or it just doesn't align with what you're trying to go or do, or where you're trying to head in your life, okay, moving forward towards, this is significant, Capricorn energy, okay? The number 15, if you add these numbers together, this equals 6. Okay, so when it comes to family, nurturing, you being the healer, the harmonizer, this is the energy that you guys are stepping away from. Cancer and Capricorn are sisters, signs. So there is something about, if you are a Cancer or you have water placements, you guys are tapping more into this Capricorn energy when it comes to, focusing on hard work, discipline, and self. Okay, again, devil energy may seem, bad, but it is something to do with not being, how would I explain it? I guess not being led astray with what is happening when it comes to money, when it comes to power, when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's almost like you guys, have a silent power about you, but that doesn't mean that you use it to control other people. And there's something about other people's energy where when it comes to authorization, there's something to do with people who have authority feel like they can control people, right, with what they have or with the energy they feel like they have. So if it's a masculine that's a lot older than you, there's something about that masculine feeling that they have authority over you because of the generation that they come from, or because of how they were raised, or what they think is right. But then your generation might say, no, we don't tolerate that. That's your generation. That's what you guys do. Okay, there's something about differences between, certain energies, right? And seeing when somebody has devil energy in them, they could be projecting this energy onto you. Okay, this could be lack of material for them, or this could just be an addiction of being powerless. Okay, some people feel like if they have power over somebody, that they have the world in their hands. Okay, but for some of you guys are breaking through these illusions. Okay, 9 of Swords is Mars in Gemini, so action, taking action. For some of you guys, when it comes to taking action and communication, that is very significant at this moment. Okay, so the Lovers. Okay, for some of you guys have released, okay, certain people, places, and things in your energy. Gemini energy also talks about communication. Okay, 9s are very significant as well, and 4s. Okay, and also 6s, right? Again, when it comes to communication and being adaptable, there's something about your energy where you are adaptable, but when it comes to your energy and protecting this energy of yourself, for some of you guys are making choices, okay, in what it is that you want and don't want when it comes to your relationships. Okay, partnerships are very significant as well, right? So this is the last card. I'm just going to put it here. So let's see what else shows up in this energy. Okay, let me see. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? So like I said, 6s are very significant. This is becoming of healing, okay? This first card says healing begins, okay? For some of you guys, like I said, you guys are healers, okay? You guys are empaths. There's something about stepping into that power, okay? Being able to rebuild, okay? The number 7. So I didn't mention this, but even the number 15, change of heart and healing relationships is very significant. This is being the lover of growth, okay, and heart transformer. So even when it comes to like deepened love, heart-centered truth, okay, compassion through change, growth where it comes to vulnerability and evolving within love, that is very significant. And I'm only saying this because you're not going to entertain somebody who keeps repeating the same cycles over and over and over again. So like I said, if it's somebody from an older generation, and it's no disrespect, but I've noticed this also from what I've been seeing, is that usually when it's a younger generation dealing with someone who's a little bit older, so people who are in their 70s, maybe, 70s, 80s, around that age group, there's something about them losing their power, okay? Especially when it comes to the younger generation. It's almost like this control, okay? Some of you guys are stepping away from even organizations that are like that. It's almost like if it's just a group of people who don't want to retire, you guys are building your own thing, okay? Like, you guys are stepping away from corporations, businesses that do not allow diversity when it comes to ages, okay? When it comes to ethnicities, races, cultures, okay? You guys are moving away from that. And unfortunately, these corporations are going to be left alone with these people that they need to deal with the consequences, right, of their actions when it comes to not allowing younger generations to move up and rebuild. Okay, so because of that, some of you guys are moving up and rebuilding on your own. Okay, take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for somebody, but the number 7 is also significant when it comes to like spirituality and wisdom. Crown energy again, 7, what you know. Okay, embrace at the bottom of the deck, so 21, so 1221 could resonate for somebody as well. But again, crown energy is very significant. It's what you know, okay? What you know, what you see, okay, with your third eye and your crown is very significant. You can see through the illusions when it comes to people, okay? And that's a very nice gift. I mean, it's a nice gift for you, but it sucks for the person who's trying to pull a wool over your eyes, right? So take what resonates with that. And for some of you guys, there is this energy where if you guys were in this energy of stress, okay, you guys are releasing that. But if it's not your energy, there's something about when people do you wrong, okay, as a chosen one. And I'm not saying this to be cocky or anything. Karma and dharma are real. What you put out is what you get. So if you're somebody who puts out positivity, good energy, good vibes, high vibrations, you're going to get that back tenfold. If you are somebody who's always picking on people, bullying people, demonizing people, undermining people, then that's going to come back to you in this type of energy. The stress, the nightmares, the worries, the isolations, the negativity, okay? So even though this is not your energy when it comes to the heart, this could be other people's energy because maybe, like I said, you guys are slowly taking away your energy from people, places, and things. Even if you've already done this, it's almost like the consequences are slowly starting to catch up with people who have done you wrong, okay? So take what resonates with that, please. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? Okay, so coming, it says be loyal to yourself, like I said. Okay, so when it comes to loyalty, okay, you guys are becoming loyal to yourself. You're not allowing other energies to make you feel bad because you're protecting your energy or because you want to focus on yourself, okay? So for some of you guys could be focused on building yourself up, becoming a better person, and being a humanitarian, which is giving advice or giving your energy to other people who may need it or could help them, right? And you may have other people who are stuck in the past who they feel like because you're focused on yourself, they think that you don't like them or hate them, or there's something about this energy of projection. And you guys are minding your business, doing your own thing, and focusing on self, right? And there's something about other people's energies being more focused on you than them being focused on themselves. Spirit is saying to be loyal to yourself. You don't owe anybody an explanation, and you don't owe anybody anything, okay? When your energy was giving, loving, okay, caring, nurturing, they didn't appreciate your energy then. Now that you want to take your energy back and focus on yourself, there's something about, somebody missing your loyalty. No, you put that loyalty into yourself. And not only that, because you put that loyalty in yourself, you realize how much you gained, okay, from putting yourself first, okay, instead of putting other people above you. And that's that energy too that the older generation also has. It's almost like I'm going to kill myself to help other people before I help myself. And our generation is, no, we've seen what you guys gone through and what it took to get there. We're not doing that. We'll find an easier way or another route. And that's confirmation for some of the collective as well. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know at this time, please? Thank you. So Fox wanted to show up, okay? It says be discerning, okay? So yeah, when it comes to your energy, you're loyal to yourself, you're being discerning at this time. And when it comes to strengthening your friendships at this moment, daisies are very significant at this time, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to strengthening friendships, like I said earlier in the messages, so this could be like your peers, business, things like that, right? You guys are starting to build your own group, whether this is a collective, a soul tribe, or just people that you can come together with that are on the same level, same frequency, same vibration as you, okay? Because again, nowadays it's kind of hard to find people like that in person, so it's easier to find it online, right? So again, when it comes to strengthening your friendships, being focused on what matters to you at this moment, that is what you guys are working towards at this time, all right, guys? I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you at this moment. Again, thank you again for, your guys' comments, likes, views, and just resonating with whatever resonates with you. Okay, guys? I'll see you guys next time and love you so much. Bye, guys.